Well, as everybody's already said before me, we want to thank Mike and ESPN Radio, all the staff for hosting this. It's always a wonderful event. It's something we look forward to because it signals football's here, and obviously we're all excited about that. And thanks for the various media outlets for coming. Promote kids, there's nothing better than that, so we appreciate all of you coming. Joe, excellent lunch. Joe knows barbecue, that's for sure. So I'd like to introduce some coaches that I have here. We have Mr. Doug Hitchcock, our athletic director. Doug, as an athletic director, makes our job as coaches much easier, and we appreciate him. Mike Wilbert, defensive line coach. Behind back there is John Kotzman, our defensive coordinator. Jeremy Moss, his coaches our freshman offensive and defensive line. Darren Kelly, our defensive backs, and Tom Nicholson, our wide receivers. Coach Bernhardt, Ben Bernhardt, longtime coach, offensive line coach. And newcomer this year on our freshman staff, Rob Johnson, who'll coach the skill players, couldn't make it for family obligations. These guys are a great bunch of coaches, very committed, great friends, and we have a lot of fun doing what we do. So, I think, at least from my perspective, certainly this league is unique. We have a lot of friendships. Some of those are pretty deep-rooted and long running. And I've played a lot of golf with Dan and Rick. I've played with Shane in years past, and I competed against Donnie for many, many years, and especially glad to see Bob Campbell, my good friend, back in the game. I was thinking about it, Bob. 23 years ago, we were in Dr. Nick Henry's class. You were finishing up school, and I was just getting going, and we'd sit in the back row and talk football. Fortunately, Dr. Henry was a football fan, or we'd probably got tossed out of that class. And great to see Bob back in the game. He's really good for the game. Known Carl for a long time, and it's just, I think it's great that everybody can be competitive and try to beat each other's tail on Friday night, but then the friendships resume after that, and I think that's unique, and I think it's special and something I cherish. So as far as, like Bob, I'm not going to go into a lot of personnel stuff, but we don't have a lot of returners, 5 or 6 total, which is nothing really too new for the Dragons. We depend upon our JV kids, especially our crops of juniors, to step up. A lot of those were not maybe true starters, but a lot of them saw a lot of Friday night time. So we'll have a different quarterback and a new tailback, and we're looking for a playmaker to replace Keenan Souls. He was a guy that could do a lot of things. And then on defense, we just have a couple guys. Chris Bohr, our leading tackler, and Jordan Elliott, all SEK corner and 2-year starter there. So we're looking to fill a lot of voids, and we think we'll be pretty solid in the kicking game. But we're looking for kids to step up, and we know it's going to be tough. We know the SEK maybe this year is as tough as it's been since I've been around. And our SEK schedule is going to be brutal, and then our non-league, non-district game is going to be tough, and our district is very tough. So, we open at Coffeyville, and I know Coffeyville's got a lot of returners, as Coach Zog just said. Whole new deal going on over there. We know that's going to be a tough road opener, and then the Columbus Titans come to Pittsburgh for renewal of the Cold Bucket game. We know that's always a big one. They show up with a sea of red. And then third game, we have Paola coming to town. I think they lost 2 games last year, 1 to Gardner and 1 to Bishop Miege, the defending 4A state champs. Coach Dumper does a great job up there, and we know that's going to be a tough game. And then game 4, we go over and play Chanute Comets, defending league champs. That's always a tough one. And game 5, Labette County, and we saw quite a bit of Labette County this summer. They're doing some great things coming to Pittsburgh. And game 6 with the Tigers, and that's Fort Scott and Pittsburgh. That kind of says it all. That's been a long standing rivalry, and a great one, and a healthy one. And then our district schedule, Gardner Edgerton's coming to town, and they lost 1 game to Hutch. And then we're going to Blue Valley, and they're about a field goal away from being 6A champs. And then finished with St. Thomas Aquinas, and they lost 2 games. Those were both to Gardner. So pretty brutal district schedule. So there's some competition there, and we just hope we're up for the challenge. I hope all you guys have a very successful year this year, and hopefully stay injury free. And best of luck to all of you. So thank you.